Are you aware of the enormous symbolic and healing power of water? Do you know how water, if used properly, can heal both the body and the spirit? Water is one of the most precious elements that surround us, and if used in the right way, it can be a real source of health. Buddhist monks, over the centuries, have developed specific practices to harness this power and achieve self-healing. And in this video, we'll explore these ancient practices and discover how to integrate them into our daily lives. We will learn how to transform a simple bath or shower into a wellness ritual, capable of rebalancing our energies and promoting healing. So stay until the end of the video because you will discover the 10 practices thanks to which you can prevent many diseases or heal them thanks to water. Get ready to immerse yourself in a journey of discovery and well-being, guided by the age-old wisdom of Buddhist monks. But before continuing, if this is your first time with us, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way you will be informed when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. In a village nestled in the serenity of the mountains, among imposing peaks and ancient trees, there lived a venerable Buddhist monk named Hiroto. His presence exuded profound wisdom, and the villagers revered him for his profound understanding of Buddhist teachings. But not only that, they also respected and adored him for his extraordinary healing ability through daily practices that transcended the simple ritual of bathing. Hiroto, over the years, had developed 11 specific practices that he considered essential for a bath that not only purified the body, but also healed the soul. Every morning, for example, before even turning on the water, Hiroto sat in a meditation position, with his eyes closed and his breathing calm. One day, a young monk asked him, "Master, why do you always begin with meditation?" Hiroto smiled and decided that he would teach the boy the power of water. Meditation is the key to connecting with the element of water. Before you physically immerse yourself, you must prepare your mind and spirit, the old monk explained. The temperature of the water was the second thing the master paid attention to. Regulating it was a real act of gentleness towards himself. The water should be like a caress. Hiroto explained to the young monk who assisted him. The water, when you bathe, should be warm enough to envelop your skin with love, but not so hot as to disturb your serenity. The dance between you and the water should be a sublime and relaxing one. When you bathe, take your thoughts away from everything else. Concentrate on what you are doing. Immerse yourself in the here and now. The young man nodded, learning the wisdom of finding balance in every action, and Hiroto continued by emphasizing that the right temperature is essential to awaken internal energies. The third practice that the monk carried out during his daily shower was to open a bottle of eucalyptus essential oil. With her palms together, she spread the oil over her skin. "This oil isn't just for perfume," she said, smiling. "Eucalyptus has the power to purify not only the body, but also the mind. It is as if every drop of this oil brings with it the freshness of the mountain air." The young monk sniffed the invigorating aroma of eucalyptus. "It's a healing touch that goes beyond just washing." Hiroto added, "It's a ritual that involves all your senses." Hiroto's fourth teaching was to let the water dance on your skin. With the water gently gliding over his skin, the monk felt connected to the surrounding nature. Each drop carried with it the vitality of the mountain, an energy that permeated his inner being. The shower was not just an act of cleansing, but a sacred dance with the element of water. "Notice how the water hugs the body," Hiroto explained to the young assistant. "This is a lesson in connection. Every drop is a blessing from nature. Remember, don't take a rush bath or shower, and don't use too strong a jet of water." Stretching exercises were also part of the shower ritual. With his arms stretched toward the sky, Hiroto felt himself joining the celestial flow, the cosmic flow. The flexibility of the body is a reflection of the flexibility of the mind, he taught the young man. We must be like the branches of trees, which can bend in the face of the strongest wind, but never break. The young monk followed Hiroto's movements, learning how each gesture was an offering to the surrounding nature. The body is a bridge between heaven and earth, the wise old monk said. Keeping this bridge flexible is essential for fitness and healing. The art of self-massage was the sixth practice that was part of this daily ritual. After stretching, in fact, Hiroto devoted himself to a gentle self-massage. The hands are the bridge between our spirit and our body, he said. Every touch is a message of love to yourself. Start with your scalp and go down to your toes, focusing on the touch of your hands, the tactile sensations, and the present moment. From that day on, the young monk began to follow Hiroto's instructions, exploring his body with renewed awareness. Remember, the master added, that this is an act of recognition and self-acceptance. Self-love is the root of all healing. Towards the end of the ritual, and we are at the seventh teaching, Hiroto took a soft towel, and as he dried himself, he took a moment to show gratitude for each part of his body. Every part of us has a vital role, he emphasized. Every foot supports us, every hand enables us to grasp things, and so on. Every part of the body is a precious gift. Being grateful for each of the parts of the body is an act of self-love. The young monk learned to express gratitude for his body, recognizing the miracle of each part. Remember that gratitude is the key to opening the door to healing, Hiroto said. The eighth practice consisted of alternating jets of hot and cold water. Hiroto explained, this contrast stimulates circulation, awakens the senses, and strengthens the immune system. It's like a dialogue between the opposing forces of the universe, which meet and harmonize in your body. The young monk, initially hesitant, tried this practice and immediately perceived its benefits, feeling invigorated and full of energy. The penultimate practice was the application of a lotion. During these moments, Hiroto closed his eyes and whispered words of thanks for his health. It was as if every movement of his hands was a hymn to life itself. The act of moisturizing your skin with a rich, nourishing lotion is like nourishing the garden of your essence, she said softly. As the young assistant watched intently, the master added, nourishing the boundary between the inside and the outside, between the soul and the body, is like creating a sanctuary around our being. Preserving this sacredness is fundamental for self-healing and for the search for that inner peace thanks to which we can live serenely and in harmony. Another practice that, according to Hiroto, should not be missed is drinking a glass of pure fresh water. The water we drink nourishes our body from within, purifying it and giving it vitality. It is a simple but powerful gesture, which completes the healing cycle that began with the bath. So, after taking a bath or shower and following the various practices we have talked about, always drink a glass of water. The young monk, inspired by the wisdom of his master, began to integrate this practice into his daily routine, feeling more and more in harmony with himself and with the world around him. And after following these practices, Hiroto closed his ritual with a short ceremony. With clasped hands, he expressed gratitude for the opportunity of this sacred bath. The circle closes, he said. We have immersed ourselves in the element of water. We have embraced the celestial energy. We have nourished ourselves with love and gratitude. In this circle, we find healing. The young monk, deeply involved in Hiroto's explanations, appreciated the richness of each of his practices and asked curiously, Master, how do these practices lead to self-healing? Hiroto smiled wisely. Each practice is a key to unlocking the innate self-healing power of the body and spirit. Meditation calms the mind, the temperature balances energies, eucalyptus purifies. And again, Water dance connects, stretching lengthens the body and soul. Self-massage gives love to ourselves. The alternation of hot and cold water awakens the senses and strengthens the immune system. Gratitude is recognition. Hydration nourishes the boundary between mind and body. Drinking pure water nourishes and purifies from within. And the final ceremony closes the circle, allowing healing to flow freely. The young monk nodded, reflecting on the profound meaning of each individual practice. And from that day on, he began to follow the same practices that Master Hiroto had been following every day for decades. But what does this story teach us? That water is a fundamental element in our life, and we must use it to our advantage for the good of the body and spirit. And that following these practices has nothing to do with the simple habit of washing for a question of cleanliness. Washing serves our spirit, our soul. So let's not wash ourselves hastily just because we need to, but let's make this moment a self-healing ritual. Because each of Hiroto's practices is imbued with a profound meaning, and together they form a journey towards self-healing and the ability to keep ourselves fit. We should make these practices a healthy habit to be carried out with consistency and perseverance. Doing so would become an act of awareness and love towards ourselves, a true celebration of life, of the connection with the world around us and of our body. Hiroto's story reminds us that water is much more than a simple cleansing substance. It is a vital element that can nourish and heal our being on all levels. So take the time to transform your bath or shower into a sacred ritual, a moment of connection with yourself and with nature. Experiment with Hiroto's practices, adapting them to your needs and preferences. You may find that even small changes in your daily routine can make a dramatic difference to your health. Have you ever tried incorporating similar practices into your routine? What benefits have you noticed? Share your experience in the comments below.